Okay then, so welcome to episode 3 of the tutorial series on the 30 Plants app. Uh, so in this episode, we're going to look at some of the extra things you can do once you've made an account. So first off, you might notice that the screen looks a little bit different already to the end of the last episode. And the reason for that is that I've just gone and logged in to my account. And we can see that I'm logged in because this has got a little green circle around the profile icon in the bottom right. But the other thing that you might notice is that a lot of these list items now have got a little clock icon. And what that means is that it's something that I have eaten before in previous weeks. So once you have an account, not only can we track what you've eaten this week, but you can also keep track of what you had in previous weeks. And so over time, you can build up, firstly, interesting stats and things like that for your own interest. But you can it also becomes a really useful reference for finding things quickly. So just straight off the bat, when I open the sorting and filtering options that we looked at last time, you're going to notice that there's some new options. And so now because we have some things that we know we had in previous weeks, we have this filter by previously eaten. And so this is a really useful one for me. Like I tend to just have this on all the time, and then I'm only looking at the sort of relatively smaller subset of things that I eat in my day-to-day life. So let's go ahead and filter by previously eaten. But then we also have a couple of extra sort of personalized sorting options. So we can filter by most frequently eaten, which is going to show us the things that we've eaten the most times in previous weeks. So let's try that. And yeah, no surprises for me. Like I eat wheat pretty much every week, almonds, oats, and bananas. These are things that I eat almost every week, and so it's no surprise that they're right up at the top here. But another interesting option is weeks since eaten. So this is going to kind of do the reverse. And I really like to use this option when I'm in the shops or trying to figure out what I want to eat in the next couple of days. And this is going to say, well, in one direction, it's going to say what your most recently eaten things are. And in the other direction, it's going to say what your least recently are. And so this is a combination I really, really enjoy. So saying previously, so these are things that I have eaten before, but sorted by when the last time I had them was. So this is saying that basically I haven't eaten paprika and rosemary for ages. I mean, and if I scroll right down to the bottom here, it's going to say things that I ate like last week. But right up at the top here, this is things that it's saying that I haven't eaten them for quite a long time. And if you want to know exactly what it's saying, you can select the ones you're interested in, click this little button, and I haven't mentioned this little info screen before, but when you open this button, it does show a little breakdown of some information relating to what you selected. So as we can see here, rosemary, we've eaten it in one previous week, and that week was 74 weeks ago. So according to this, I've not eaten rosemary for more than a year, which is kind of crazy. I mean, this is just this isn't the real database. I'm sure I've eaten rosemary more recently than that. But hey, that seems like interesting information to me. So yeah, so I really like to use this. And yeah, similarly, yeah, capers. Apparently, I've not eaten capers for a year. Pine nuts, same kind of thing. Yeah, so that's one of the extra little options that's available. when you're logged in. And let's just add those to my account, sure. Yeah, so those are the extra filtering options. There's one more thing that I wanted to cover in this episode, which is the search bar. Now, I really wanted to make the UI such that you never feel like you have to use the search bar, because like typing is annoying, right? Like ideally when you're using the app, you should never, like very rarely have to do this. But say we're looking for something really obscure, like I don't know, what's something strange. Let's say I've just gone to a different country and what are we gonna have? Let's look for some spice like saffron. Okay, so we start typing in here, and it's gonna filter the list by everything that matches to some extent. And then if it finds a very good match, it's going to highlight it in red. Yeah, so that's the most basic use of the search bar. But and this feature is only available when you're logged in. If you type something that doesn't exist, so let's just type some crazy stuff. If the search results come up blank, it's going to show this page which gives us the option to request a new plant. And so this gives us the ability to basically send a request to the database to say, can you please add this to the list? Yeah, obviously, so this is probably not what we want to actually write. But let's make some kind of sensible request. Maybe we're looking for red peppers or something like that. Select category. Let's say that's a vegetable, sure. And yeah, we can submit that request. And yeah, as you can see now, that's been added to the request that we've sent. And yeah, I check these requests pretty regularly. In fact, it's been super useful. I really appreciate people sending these in, because we've been able to build up the list of plants to be really quite extensive now. But yeah, so that's what happens with the search feature. Yeah, so that's everything I wanted to cover in this episode. And yeah, hopefully that's useful. See you next time.